Hey, Johnny Blaze, Mr. Hollywood, and Marine Mike. I know you guys did an awesome job this season on Into the Crease. You provided play-by-play live interviews for the Hockey League, 239Hockey.net. And I just want to say hi to everyone. Brick for Vezina. I guess he deserves it. All right, take care of yourself.
All right, I had a little bit of lag, had a little bit of lag there transitioning, but hello, hello. Welcome to a very active Tuesday night. It's going to be a three-series night. How are you? And when I'm joined here, you can see the camera. Marine Mike sporting a Chris Chelios jersey, number 7, going old school here.
Welcome, everybody, to the most anticipated show in 239 history. Welcome to ITC. What up, Johnny? Yes, I'm actually supporting my number 7 jersey right now. For those that have not heard the news, with great sadness, a fellow gamer in a hockey community. Some of us has played with him before. Some of us has not had the privilege to play with him. Saint ADHD, not to be confused with Saint 420. They are two completely different players. He came towards the end when 239 was kind of starting up from the Moose during season 35. Great guy, but I learned that he passed away earlier today. Not exactly sure what has happened. So for our respect of the family, please don't draw speculations. Just out of pure respect. But there is some of the captains I got to talk to tonight. They are going to be representing the number 7 jersey for our fallen hockey brethren. So again, it saddens me, but it is what it is.
Yeah, I guess we're terribly saddened to hear the news of the passing of Mr. Saint ADHD. A lot of people knew him, played with him. Regardless whether you knew him or not, it's terrible news to hear when one of your own kind of passes. Yeah. So our condolences and respects to friends, family, the league involved. With
the guy was a really okay guy. Funny as shit. He had his own little twerks about him, but who doesn't have their own little thing about them? But the guy was great. He was he was fun to be around in chat. Kind of livening up the scene a little bit. Overall, he was a great guy. He wasn't toxic at all. So, it's going to be it's my heart just goes out to the family.
Yeah, never good to hear. And if you caught the little beginning message during the little up next screen, it was a little bit different. So tonight's show is dedicated to his memory, in his memory for Saint ADHD. So without further ado, it looks like we have a little bit of time here. So it looks like a couple of teams are in the dressing room. Brokeback Mountaineers are in the dressing room. So the trio of series that we have going on tonight here.
I've actually heard that we may only have 2 series. I think one of the series got rescheduled for tonight.
Oh, I did not know that. Okay. Well, if that's the case,
let me go back and check my messages here.
Okay, that's not the case. That's probably the Coxville Blockers. That's right. We'll change this on the fly here a little bit,
Yes, SBDR. Yeah, SBDR's team is the one that rescheduled.
Okay, so it is a duo. 2 Series Tuesday. We'll call it that. I should change the chat. I should change the title, but I won't. Two Series Tuesdays, I guess. My apologies. I really should check these things. That's okay. We're going to have a good time. It's going to be a good time. I'm going to have a couple good series. We still have Brokeback Mountaineers going at it tonight. They're going to take on Josto and the Intellectual Property. You can see them here in the dressing room, ready to go. The other series we got going on, we got Colonelli's Game Misconduct sitting there at 12th place, 11-9-4, 26 points, taking on a very, very difficult, very, very hot Chinese Finger Traps team, captained by Mr. Hergy himself. 7th place, 18-11-1, 37 points. So lots to gain, lots to lose here. For Colonelli's boys, game is conduct. They need to. They're kicking, they're scratching their way into the playoff spot. So they want any points.
No, there's still a lot of games to play yet. We still have 2-3 weeks left of the regular season. So there's still a lot of points out there to be gotten. So, I mean, just because you're in a bottom 3 team does not necessarily mean that you're not going to be able to make it. Like I said, there's a lot of points, so a team can easily sneak into like the 8th, 9th, or 10th seed.
Yeah, absolutely. Nobody's really out of it. Nobody's really going to clinch it. I mean, anybody can, with the exception of maybe the top 2 teams. Nobody could really falter.
The only 2 teams I'm seeing clinching is Doors Backpack and Brokeback Mountain.
Right, especially with Doors Backpack.
See that matchup.
Doors Backpack has like 73 games in hand, so they can only go up from here. And they're sitting at 2nd place, if I'm not mistaken. So my apologies. It looks like we do only have the 2 series tonight, but that's all right. Still fun time. We'll still have some good ones.
Where's Flanny at?
He's not available tonight. He's doing the hockey, the timekeeping he does with the hockey league.
That's right. Where's Nikki and Dangles at?
Dangles should be here shortly. I don't know if he's in the correct chat though. We should let him know.
Man, good help is hard to find these days.
But I'm looking at my watch here. I think it's time for raffle.
Raffle? Wow. Hold on. Let me hit that joint real quick.
Hit that Wu-Tang there.
Hit me with the little Wu clap.
Wu-Tang. So I want to welcome everybody for joining a very special edition of In the Crease tonight, dedicated to the memory of Saint ADHD.
I promised Blue Line King at hold on, give me one. Blue Liner. I do apologize if this breaks any kind of code of conduct between any of the leagues, but given the current circumstances, people knew saying ADHD and whatnot. I promised Blue Line that I would make an announcement. He is looking to run a memorial cup for those that hasn't been with us for a while. Okay. Back in Moose, we did one for Brent 22, who was a good friend of mine.
I remember that.
So he is actually looking to do a memorial cup. Any player is welcome from any league. Okay. It doesn't matter. It's just for just the remembrance of him. It's dedicated to him. So if you would like to join that, please hit up Blue Liner. You can find him on Discord, and he'll be glad to get you fitted in.
All right, that sounds good. Yeah, I do. I took part in that Brent X22 one some years back.
Yeah, I actually lived like 10 minutes away from Brent. I actually got to meet him in person.
Cool, right on. Good deal. Oh, with the
do we have a goal already?
Looks like we got.
Switch it over.
We're gonna get busy here.
Oh yes, sir.
So yeah,
you might want to switch it to the dual screen instead of the tri-screen.
Yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch it in the background. I wasn't prepared for it, so I'm going to switch it over.
Okay, cool.
I'm going to work my necromancer magic real quickly here. So we were waiting on these series to start. And as I'm switching, bear with me if I go a little quiet. I'm just switching it up. You know how we do. There's no sound on some of these games. I like the background sounds, but that's okay. Can't always have your way.
I got the first bet. Can we put this up? It might be too late. Can Joe Stowe's team score before Masha Pa?
Can
Intellectual Property score before the Brokeback Mountaineers?
Okay, let me set that up real quick, and then I'm going to keep...
Give it a quick 2-minute.
So we have a quickie one here. There's a quickie 2-minute because I'll go 5 minutes. As soon as somebody scores, I'll stop it. All right, we got a first bet here. Who won? 60 seconds. Nobody won the raffle yet. So, can Joe Stowe score before Mashotpa? And as I do, I apologize if I'm going to go quiet because I'm trying to adjust this on the fly here. Oh, it looks like we're going to have a penalty here, folks. Looks like a tripping call. Gonna leave it here for a second while I adjust all this good stuff.
I love you, Swats.
What's up, Schwartzy? Good to see you, buddy. All right. Oh, man. All 4 of you who bet no, your checks are in the mail.
That was quick.
Your checks are in the mail. So, one thing already. That is Lupus assisted by Thamps, and I believe it looks like a monster. So, bear with me. I'm still trying to... I have to completely switch everything over, but bear with me here. Looks like the other series is about to start here, too. All right, here we go. Ready for this, folks? Give me about 2 more minutes and we're done. So, glad you guys can join us. We got a duo of series tonight. Not a trio, as I initially imagined, but a duo. All right, so we got Swizzworld, or I guess I'm reading the wrong thing. Colin, Ellie, and Hergy about to start it up here. Bear with me as I... Bear with me as I try to figure this out. Takes me a minute. I tend to think out loud. All right. So, did you happen to catch any of the games last night, Mike? No, you were playing.
Sorry, I was too busy getting trolled by you and Flanny if I want to get a shutout or not.
You should have got a shutout. You got to use that. It's like karate. You got to use that pressure for good stuff. Wax on, wax off. You know what I mean? You got to use that karate. Get your Miyagi on.
I caught a little bit of my series.
It's all good. It's all good. We're just trying to have a little fun and get some people some
I know that Young Buffalo, they needed 2 waivers, and they still played better than what they actually had on the roster. So, I mean, we need to figure that team out. I just hope – oh, speaking of which, they intellectual property ties it up. Who was this? Joe NHL.
Okay.
I believe that's Joey Stopa.
Yes. So getting it right back here. So they're and they've been pretty impressive. They've been playing very well against some very good teams as of late. So kudos to Joe Stowe. He's put together a team that can compete with the best of them.
I don't know. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, he has a lot of great names on that team. But you also got to remember, like, how many part-time players he actually kind of started out with. I mean, you had Figo, that was a part-time player, and you had Swats, that was a part-time player.
Right.
Two big names that puts up points that only plays part-time. That doesn't help your team at all. I mean, look at the points that Swag has put up just as part-time. He has most of their team points.
Right.
And he actually has the best win percentage on their team. I mean, if he could play more than just part-time, that team would be so much better.
Oh, I agree with that. Sorry, I'm just still making my changes here. And voila. Just like that, we have sorry, it takes a long time. If I don't set it up before, I'd have to completely redo things. But here we go. So we're good. Yeah, no, I agree. Looks like Joe Stowe taking a much-needed timeout. Just like that, Brokeback Mountain scored a couple... and keeping it real good. Mash shot pile, the second goal of the first period. On the other side of the ice, 0-0 in the game misconduct Chinese finger trap series. Noto in the chat. Out of curiosity for the scrolling stats, why isn't there a rookie scoring one? To be honest, I pull the stats pretty much. I used to just get them like from folks, but I pulled them directly off the website, and I don't know is there a way to do the rookies? If there is, I'll do it. I didn't see it.
I don't think we've done one this season for. I know Fanny had one set last season for one.
Yeah, for me, when I just before the show, I'll wait till the last minute as possible, and I go through the website and I pull the stats off there and I put it in there. So, yeah, unless somebody can correct me, one of the league admins or one of the site creators, I don't see any way that the rookies are separated out. I wish there was. If there was, and if there is, I will. But yeah, because I don't see it, I have to assume it's not there. I do agree. It would be a great. It's a very important statistic. Yeah, if it was on, I pulled it. I get all the stuff, the team records, player stats. I get that all from the 239 website. So whatever's on there, that's my source. When I put it on here. So if there is a way to do that on the site, I'll look into it and I'll adjust. I'll make another call.
And I know someone was asking earlier about this. I could be wrong on this, but I believe that it's been said like this for forever. Stats. People are asking, when will the stats be updated? The stats will be updated as soon as the captains actually put their stats in. The site should automatically update itself when they put the stats in. Am I wrong on that one there, Johnny?
No, I believe you're good on that, yeah.
So if we need the captains, if people want to see these stats updated by the next day, captains need to make sure they have their stats put in. If you're on one of these teams that the captains have not put their stats in, get on your captain. Make sure that he has the stats in. Not only does it help you figure out your answers you want answered, but it also helps us, media members, to put on a good show so we have the correct stats for you.
Yeah, no, other than that, it's all good. It's all good. Try to look at that. I guess Mr. Young Kelch in the chat was saying it just gets a little bit difficult because then it messes things up, but it makes it difficult for the past seasons. So, I'll see what I can do with the rookies. Yeah, thanks, Kelch.
So I got a question for you, Johnny.
What's up?
We had the big debate last season. Was Brick City deserving of a Vezina, or was it B-Crips that deserved a Vezina? That whole ordeal. Now, looking at his save percentage going into this season, but you also look on the team he's on. Do you think B-Crips can be considered in the same conversation for Vezina this year?
I don't see why not. Yeah, he's on the number one team. If he was on maybe a lesser ranked team, if he was on the 14th or 15th or 16th ranked team, is it going to be different? Yeah, I think statistically it'd be a little bit different. But
the issue is, the reason why Brick did not win it last year is because he did not receive as many shots as B-Crips. Now, with him being on one of the teams he's not receiving a lot. He's not seeing a lot of shots on that.
Yeah, he has a solid defense in front of him. Yeah, he has a solid team all around in front of him.
So, can he arguably be considered a Vezina Cup winner again this season?
If you're going to put him, neck to neck with somebody else statistically, and somebody is statistically as close as B-Crips, but maybe on a 7th ranked team or something like that, maybe you weigh the goalie for the 7th ranked team higher because, he's playing on the same caliber as a B-Crips, but on a team that maybe isn't as talented.
The issue, it's pretty much it's a vote within the community. It's a popularity vote. So
yeah, and that was the issue last season. That was I think that was part of the concern and the issue last season was people were saying it was a popularity vote with so. And,
I don't know. I would like to hear it is a very good topic, and as we're going, we see the more goals being powered on by Brokeback Mountaineers. I would like to hear what the community actually has to say on this.
Anybody in the chat, either in the chat or on the Discord, if you guys want to chime in on that, what'd you think? Oh, we got a penalty shot here. Hold on. What'd you think that someone like that is capable or is deserving or not deserving? I don't want to use that word, but should really be considered for Vezina, based on what team they're on.
I mean, we definitely need to do away with Jetty. The only he has one game.
Well, yeah,
with that, we need to strike that now because that's just very misleading.
Yeah, and I should really take that off the leaderboards. But Noto is saying beer nuts, and beer nuts is a heck of a candidate. Yeah, Jetty is like the Hugh Laurie of the goalie world. He's got his one game, shiny looking stats after a minimal sample size.
The Ray Emery effect. Yes, you got one game played in, you get credit as a goalie for being perfect.
Like Hugh Laurie's 67% shooting last season. Yeah, I mean, that's I don't know.
I really like some of the comments. Some of they're saying in chat here. People are saying beer nuts. I mean, beer nuts is a very excellent goaltender.
Yeah, I gotta be like, giving me the Vezina because I haven't given up a goal all season. I guess in my limited sample size, but no. And I had a chance to play with B Crips last season on our team. We were, Crosby Niels for Malkin, and we were kind of like a mid-range playoff team. But he kept us real close. He played tremendous last season. So he has proven that he can play on, a top-notch team, a decent team, a good team like we had last season. But then, it all boils down to the whole popularity thing. It doesn't boil down to that. So, maybe some consideration to be given. Yeah, young Kelch wants.
It'd be very interesting. I mean, because we are winding down towards the end of the season. It's just some fuel for thought. Bring up some not emo-ness, but just strike some some topics up. Get the chat buzzing.
And as it shows, and I do apologize, Jetty. You got a heck of a game, but I'm totally ignoring your stuff. But B Crips is leading the league in save percentage. He is technically fourth, but really third in goals against average. Tie for second with the great number of shutouts. He's got the most saves. He's seen the second most shots for. So I mean, his stats look good. If you just, I know he's on a great team, but is that really something to be totally weighted or not?
I don't know. I mean, it's better to ask these questions now than while we're doing the voting.
Right.
Let people think on it a little bit.
Yeah, and anybody has. Oh, we got another goal. Just as I say that.
I will give them credit. At least they got one on the board.
They got the one. Yeah, it's not lucky. I was saying earlier. Kudos to Joe Stowe's team playing great against some tough teams, but this is.
Look at their lineup in general. I mean, are they running the Thamps fucking three-headed dragon line?
Yeah, this team is just incredible through and through.
I mean, come on now. Young Buffalo handed this fucking season away to. I mean, not saying that they weren't going to probably win the cup this season anyway, but that trade with Thamps just pretty much handed them the rest of the season. The only thing that could happen to this team would be Yambag.
And give credit where credit is due. This team here, this team has a great defensive core as well. I mean, this is just a well put. This team isn't 22-4-4 for no reason. This squad. Mashapa, Levens, Thamps. That front line is scary. That's just.
Oh yeah,
that's just
definitely.
nasty.
I'm giving credit to Yambag. I talk a lot of shit on Yambag, but I do it all out for. In actuality, this guy's actually having a great season.
I think I definitely think it's a great season for Yambag. I think he's doing tremendous.
Yambag's having a great season on defense. He is shutting people down.
Yeah, he is proving that he's one of the more shut down.
Yambag, blah. I mean, but you know what? I gotta give it to him. He's playing great.
No, him and Bobby Banner. I mean, obviously Bobby Banner's got a little bit more offense than Yam, but Yambag is just that shutdown, more the shutdown D guy. He plays his position well. He prevents those great shots from happening. He keeps it to the side, and that helps B Crips. And that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just a great team. I mean, this team is through and throughout a great, phenomenal squad. and this is the success they're
See,
having.
a lot of people. A lot of the thing is he's not having to be Gambag, and what I mean by that is like we all played with Gambag before. We all seen him. He gets frustrated on D when games aren't going right, and he just kind of takes the puck and just goes off. You know what I'm saying? He just starts doing his thing, or tries to, and it sometimes ends up biting him a lot. And a lot of people have seen this happen. I've seen it happen a lot. But he's on a team where he can just easily just sit back, relax, play solid D. If something happens, he has B-Chris back there as a safety net, so he knows that he's going to be good either way. He has someone back there, talking through. It's like, hey, I want this side of the ice. Cover this part right here. I'm pretty sure they're talking. So PM isn't giving up those goals. He's staying in position very well and taking those passes away.
That's absolutely, I'm down with that. So I'm looking at the games. I'm thinking of things, and I'm thinking of another contest. I'm thinking, how about a quick one? Okay. Will Joe Stowe's team score another goal?
I mean, they gotta at least have one more in them.
Just having a little fun, not trying to be mean. Let's do they stay at 5? They stay at 1 goal, or they get another? Nah, actually, that does seem kind of common. We won't do that. That's not nice. You know what? First goal, game misconduct or Chinese finger traps. Let's go look at that series because we haven't given that one a lot of love. Do a quickie 5-minute one and knock yourselves out, ladies and gentlemen. Get them bucks, baby. It's contest is right now. GM, if you think MS Connick's going to score the first goal. CFT, if you think Chinese finger traps is going to score the first goal of that game. That is 0-0. Game misconduct, knowing what's on the line here. Let's switch ships over here and look at this series. Hergzy's team. All right, Chinese finger traps number 7 taking on the number 10 game misconduct. So game misconduct, looking at the standings, they're in a nice position because they have 3 games in hand over the number 9 seed. They have 6 games in hand over the benchwarmers who are just below them, who played last night. So they have the fate in their own hands. A series win tonight, moves them up to 9th place, gives them a little bit more breathing room on the 11th and 12th place teams, and I guess for the Mighty Ducks, 13th. Chinese finger traps, a ton of positioning to be gained here. Chinese finger traps are 7th place, okay, 37 points. So from there goes 38, 39, 41, 42. Like the teams above them, they take two wins tonight. They're in 4th place. They sweep tonight. They're in 2nd. So I mean, a ton of positioning to be gained here tonight for the Chinese finger traps, who have, probably the hottest, mid-tier team in the league. One of those ones, like if you were to put these, let's just say the playoffs happen and, let's say it was finger traps versus Brokeback Mountain. Let's just say the finger traps fall to 10th, Brokeback stays at 1st, and that's how the cookie goes. I still think it would be a good series if that was the case. I think this is a team that can compete with anybody.
I enjoy watching the finger traps as well. I mean, we got to watch this team blossom, as you would say, during the entire course of the season. And they started out, they had a really shitty like banner or team icon. They had shitty jerseys, and they started their rise when they traded Gala. Then once they traded Gala, they changed their jerseys. And once they finally got those pieces put together, they finally found their line. This team has been on the tear, just taking teams apart left and right. I mean, yeah, they struggled against the Brokeback Mountaineers, but you know what? They still played a solid game against them. I wouldn't mind seeing that matchup again.
Yeah, no, that'll be a good matchup. It'll be a match for the ages. Looking at the finger traps, Hergsy, Bills, Noto, that top three, 67, 47, and 39 points respectively. So some good scoring on that one. Noto with only the 17 games played and 39 points. So imagine him with a full load under his belt. Imagine him with another 12 games under his belt. He'd be right up there with Hergy in points, probably in the 60s, right? And you got Rapid Calf back there, Rocco, part-time, Civic Pro, and of course Beer Nuts. Mr. Beer Nuts. So a solid squad, right? Solid squad all around there, I want to look at Beer Nuts. Beer Nuts is number 3 in save percentage. Really number 2. I'm sorry, number 2. Yeah, sorry, Jetty. Number 2 in goals against average.
I mean, you gotta look at it this way. They've been kicking ass so much, the Chinese finger traps, that even EA is like, whoa, hold a minute. Let's give these guys a fucking jerseys to be proud of.
Well, they definitely got some of the nicer jerseys.
Those jerseys were like meant for them. Like, seriously.
Yeah, those jerseys are just very intimidating.
They're very solid jerseys. I mean, EA doesn't really put out good jerseys once in a while, but you know what? These were actually decent jerseys at the decent time. You couldn't ask for anything else.
And as we say that, game misconduct scoring a goal. Yeah, no, Swizzy brings up a good point that, a lot of the Beer Nuts' numbers, did when he was a member of another hot team, another great team, Doors Backpack, who are sitting at number 2 with 3 games in hand for the most part. So game misconduct taking that one. They taken that bet. How about a raffle, guys?
Grind.
Let's do a grinding raffle. Looks like you guys play. Yeah, everybody plays tomorrow night. It's Wednesday, but it looks like based on the chat, looks like Doors Backpack and Chinese Finger Traps play tomorrow night. Based on the chat going on here, I think so. Yeah, Chinese Finger Traps, Doors Backpack. There they go. So that'll be a huge one. Possible game of the night candidate right there. That'll be going. Brokeback Mountaineers. Now we go for tomorrow. That's another good one too. Speaking of which, Brokeback. Looks like they just get on the board again.
Guys, just tap out now and just get game 2 started, please. I mean, at some point, when does this become sad to watch?
Well, there was that one series. I forgot who that was, like 10-1 or something like that last week or something. So this is, this happens. I mean, you're playing the number 1 team. This is, like we were just talking earlier. I mean, this is just a 3-headed dragon up front there with me, with that line. So I guess 6-1 is decent, all things considered. just a tough team to play against. This is just an offensive powerhouse. So 46 seconds left in that one. I think it's safe to say Brokeback Mountain's going to take game 1. On the other side,
what are you talking about? They got him right where they want. Imagine intellectual property has them right where they want them. All right, let's see how this works out for them, Cotton.
All right, so here we go. So that's going to be it. Barring Chinese Finger Traps are looking to press here. So, oops, sorry, I didn't mean to do that. I'm going to update the scores here. Mashapa taking game 1, right? Safe to say. And it looks like, what's going on in their series? Still have a face-off, so I'm going to hold off in a second. Got a face-off in the zone here. Can the Chinese Finger Traps get another chance? No, it looks like Game Misconduct's going to come out with this one. It's, there's a second left. I'm hesitant to update it because, 1 second.
Yes, Swizzy, I am the most toxic person in the whole entire world.
All right, so here we go. Colin Ellie taking game 1 over the Chinese Finger Trap. You know, close one there, 1-0. Very defensive game. Both teams had their chances, but in the end, it was game misconduct who squeaked out with that one. Sorry about that, Mike. I'm gonna get your camera back on. I'm even with the 3 monitors. I need more. gotta man, make the man. I gotta have everything a certain way. But anywho, yeah, 2 good series, 2 good games. Congrats for the first game victors, the Brokeback Mountaineers and Colonelli's game misconduct. So with that. And I'm just taking a look at I'm just trying to do the math in my head here, just trying to figure out. So game misconduct now have same amount of points as the number 9 Eagle Fang Puckers, but by virtue of less wins, they'll stay at 10th. So huge win. The Chinese Finger Traps, they need to get back here. They need another couple wins, and they're jumping from 7th to like 4th or 3rd or 2nd. With Brokeback, they're now at 50 points.
I'll tell you what, this is actually a solid series between game misconduct and Chinese finger traps. I was actually thinking Chinese finger traps were going to come through here, put a bunch of goals up, and just walk right through. I mean, not like completely walk right through, but probably get a 2-1 win over them. But I didn't expect it to be this close.
No, and
1-0, and that goal came final minutes of the game?
Oh shit! And Hugh Laurie's in the game tonight too. Look at that. Shoot. I'm looking at the stats here. So Levens had 6 points. Mashapa looked like he had 5. Thamps had 4 assists. So good games all around, brother. I mean, yeah, well that's statistical. Hugh Laurie had the 1 assist for Joso's team. Yeah, so let's see. Mashapa 4 goals, 1 assist. Yambag had an assist in there, so I'm just trying to look. Hey, you know what? Let's switch back here. Let me show you the teams here. Oops. Sorry, Mike, you turned into a scoreboard there. I clicked on something and your camera disappeared. So look at these stats here. Congratulations, Ranger Gordita winning the 250 Blaze Box on the raffle. Now Rangers,
can we ban her from winning for at least a couple of weeks?
Rangers had a streak of luck with these raffles and stuff like that, So congratulations, good stuff. Ian, he's certain that this is rigged. Ian feels that this is rigged. It's all good. So while we're waiting, sorry about that, Mike. You keep disappearing. You keep turning it to the 239 website. The Golden Taco. What's up, odd guy? So good series all around. Those are just tuning in. Brokeback Mountaineers took game 1 by the commanding score was like 7-1 or something like that at the end.
It was like 7-1.
Something like that. Hugh Laurie with the 1 assist for Josto's team.
Well, at least they showed up.
No, it's all good.
At least no. At least they showed up, unlike other teams that just fuck it right now.
Well, and we've seen it a bunch of times this season where you lose hard the first game, and then the second game they come back and it's like they end up winning 2-1, and it's a completely different story. Close game on the other team. It happens. It's going to be hard against Brokeback. Let's be real, but Josto and his intellectual property guys, they've beaten some good teams. They played very well against some good teams. Doors Backpack being one of them. In the other series, game misconduct. Colonelli and company winning 1-0 over Hergsy and the Chinese Finger Traps. So that was a big one there. And that goal happened late in the game. The lone goal there happened very late. So it looks like we're about to start the action here. Oh, look at Odd Guy and Swizzy dueling in the chat. Oh, I thought I implemented roulette. Let me double check, everybody. I thought I put roulette in there. Hold on. Let me figure this out. I think... No, I didn't. Okay, as of right now, roulette... I don't know much about roulette, but it's now in there. So let me try something.
Roulette, it's you bet red or black, and it's a 50-50, like pretty much a coin toss.
Okay. Yeah, like I said, I'm more of a cards guy when I ever go to the casino, which isn't very often. But that's the thing with that wheel, right? Yeah, red, black, and all them numbers. You can tell I don't go to the casinos often. And when I do, I just run to the blackjack table and call it a day. Here we go. Game 2s are starting.
Well, we never tried the bingo yet.
What's that?
We never tried the bingo yet.
Oh, bingo's stupid. I mean, we could try it, but it's really stupid.
I mean, it can't be any worse than roulette, where you just type in how much and it's either you win or lose.
Let's try it. I don't know what all this
It's a
means.
50-50.
All right, here we go. Let's see. Let me see. Hold on. Bingo. Twitch? I don't get it. I have no clue what this means. A bingo has begun for 50 blaze bucks. All you need to guess one of 211 global Twitch emotes. Yeah, really, Ian. Yeah, and this is kind of what I was worried about it initially, but it's whatever. It's as long as everybody's having fun. If it gets too unbearable, I'll tone it down a little bit. I'm not really a fan of the bingo. But Chinese finger traps. Speaking of bingo, they score a goal, up 1-0. Chinese finger traps taking an early lead. So reversing the result from the last game. Now it's 1-0 going the other way. So good start for Chinese finger traps. Yeah, I'm gonna. I don't know about this bingo. It looks goofy. But anywho. Anything to increase interactivity, but I don't want it to be overbearing too, so it's all good. No score yet in the Brokeback Mountain game. 0-0, 13.5 left in that one. Looking for big things from Hugh Laurie. I'm expecting a 7-goal performance from him right now. Speaking of goals, we got another one in the Chinese Finger Trap series. Who is that? I just missed the name. Saint. So 2-0 Chinese Finger Traps. So now they're looking like the Chinese Finger Traps we know. They're looking like they're up 2-0, 14 and a bit left in the first. So they're looking like the usual suspects, the usual CFT boys. With that being said, should we run another bet? Perhaps. But what? You know what? Maybe first goal. Between intellectual property and Brokeback. All right, get your bets in, get them in, get her done. All right, who's scoring for us? Is it going to be Brokeback Mountain? Bet with BM, or is it going to be intellectual property? Bet with IP. Those are your codes, your secret codes. Ranger Gordita first on the board. She's betting 500 on Brokeback. Swizzy going intellectual property. Ooh, I like it. It's best when there's bettors on both sides. It makes things more interesting. I like it. So again, everybody just tuning in. We are here week 6 of season 18. We have a doubleheader tonight. Josto's intellectual property taking on Mashatpa and the Brokeback Mountain. Brokeback Mountain taking game 1, 7-1. In the other series, Colinelli and Hergy. Colinelli's game misconduct taking game 1 by a score of 1-0, facing Hergsy and the Chinese Finger Traps. It is now 2-1 in that game. Game 2. So we're going to keep focus, keep an eye on the Josto series, as that's the one we have our current bet on. So far pretty good night. Last night we had a lot of series going. We had a three banger last night, and then tomorrow night's the big one. Tomorrow night we got the 8, the usual 8 series on a Wednesday. Usually it's 7 or 8. Tomorrow's a big one. Tomorrow's 8. So looking back at last night, bench warmers winning 2-1 over Buffalo Hockey Team was a big one too. 239 Globetrotters getting her done last night. 2-1 over the rotating pizza oven. And we're still waiting on the stats from the Backdoor Bandits Mighty Ducks series, but that was 2-1 Backdoor Bandits. So tonight, it's me, myself, and Marine Mike in the booth tonight. We were supposed to have Dangles in here, but I'm not sure what happened with that.
I would like to point out how we're almost done with the first period, and intellectual property has held them to 0 goals.
So far. So far, so good. This is a tight game. A much different. I mean, by this point, last game was like 4-1, I think. So, like I said, I mean, you get that first, you lose big in the first game. Second game, you tighten things up, and it's a different result. I mean, it's looking pretty good already. Looks like we're gonna have a tripping call in that one. We got a penalty coming up here. Let's see who it is. As Brokeback Mountain will go on the power play. It doesn't say, but it's a goal. It's a power play goal from the side of the net. And that's Thamps getting the goal. Kind of a crazy looking goal there, Mr. Thamps. So great addition to the team there. So Brokeback Mountain, 60% of you bet on Brokeback Mountain. Your bet is good. So had intellectual property won, obviously that would have been worth more because it was, 60-40 split there. So those that bet 40 would have gotten more. I believe that's how that works. Chinese finger traps and game misconduct going into the first. Both teams going into the first intermission. Chinese finger traps up 2-1, whereas Brokeback Mountain up 1-0 after a power play goal by none other than Thamps himself. So I am wondering, is it possible for anybody on the Brokeback Mountain team to catch Mashapa on points? The top two guys, Mashapa with 95 points, Levens with 72 points. I guess unless Mashapa goes on a huge slump, which I just don't see happening, but regardless, just a little fun food for thought, I don't see it happening, but looks like
Mashapa is just going crazy with the points.
And actually, that doesn't include the last game, because I do believe Mashapa first game had 5 points, so he's actually at 100 right now, which is incredible. 100 points, and we got 2 more weeks left. We have a little bit of a longer season because we have more teams, but just an amazing accomplishment. One thing I like to do here in game 2, I will try to. Swizzy might catch. Let's take a look at Swizzy's. Hold on, Swizzy mentioning in the chat, and I want to look at Swizzy's stats. Swizz World, the captain of Door's Backpack, in the chat. What's going on, man? He's got 27 games played, 34 goals, 37 assists. He's got 71 points. Remember, Door's Backpack does have the 3 games in hand. That's why he has 27 games played. So. Who knows?
So I know I've said this in the past, and you know what? I'm giving a lot of props to Swizzy. I mean, last season was his first season as a captain. Am I correct on that?
I'm pretty sure, and as you say that, Brokeback just scored another goal.
He barely broke. I mean, he just missed playoffs, and a lot of those was because he couldn't capitalize during the regular time. He was just getting overtime losses. So he's collecting a point here and there, and he just missed playoffs. But I mean, he took what he learned from last season to this season, and he just drafted one hell of a team. I mean, great job, Swizzy.
Yeah, that's an excellent looking team there.
Okay, no, last season. Okay, he just corrected me. Last season was second.
Okay. Regardless,
but
this season was
great job, Swizzy. You drafted a great team this year. You should be proud of how far you've gone this season, and yeah, good luck to you.
As we were talking about that, Brokeback just kind of poured it on. Now it's 3-0. Looking at
just a matter of time.
Looking at Door's Backpack, who we will see tomorrow versus Hergsy and the Chinese Finger Traps. You got Swissrow with 71 points. Zero Pain with only 24 games played. He's got 67 points. So tremendous scoring there. And then you got some guys rounding out in the 30s. You got Barzy with 38 points. Flode with 30. He's up there on the defenseman scoring there. Tomahawk with 29. And Mike Zero with 18 assists after 28 games. So, and then, of course, Death to All back there in net. He's up there too. I mean, he's a heck of a goalie as well. Death to All, heck of a dude.
Swizzy, if you win the championship this season, I will fly out to wherever you're at, and we will roll the biggest, fattest blunt, and we are going to sit there and smoke until it's all gone. I'm talking at least an O's worth.
Philly blunts. As you're talking about blunts, man, Chinese finger traps are scoring. They hearing you. They want that blunt too, so they're scoring goals too. They want to hit on that. Just before that, I was just talking about Death to All. And like I said, I'm not trying to be mean. I'm ignoring Jetty's one game. But number one is Death to All on the goals against average. He's got a 1.89, very shiny goals against average. So goaltending a big key there for Dora's backpack. Losing only one series all season. Death to All fourth place in save percentage. Okay. Death to All leads the league in shutouts. He's got 5. He's the lone survivor. He's the lone guy on the top of the mountain there with 5 shutouts. So, good goaltending there for Dora's backpack. Great overall team, too.
I just got one question, Swizz. What state or country do you live? Because I got to start saving up for a plane ticket now.
Speaking of saving up, I think Stamps is saving up his goals. He's hitting them all here. Now he's got another goal in a 4-0 lead over Josto's intellectual property. So, I'm just going to wait till the middle of the game to start because it's kind of looking like game 1. It's 4-0. You can't fault them. It's the number one team for a reason. So,
oh shit, he's from Buffalo. Okay, dude, I could drive there in like 2 hours, like 2-3 hours.
Buffalo, yeah, I've been to Buffalo 100,000. When I used to live in Toronto,
Hey, Susie, just meet me halfway. We'll meet up in State College in Pennsylvania. How about that?
State College is like 20 minutes for you.
No, State College is about an hour for me.
About an hour for you. Come on now.
Yeah, I actually got a honey corporation up in there that my uncle he's the president of. But yeah, it's in Clinton County. We are actually neighbors with Dick Vermeil's family up there.
Nice, right on. Good stuff.
Dick Vermeil, for any of you guys who do not know who he is, the almighty Dick was an Eagles coach.
Okay. Oh, that's right. Yes, that's correct. That's right. That's right. I'm from. But looking at here now, 2 seconds left in the second period. Chinese finger traps still up 3-1. Brokeback Mountain up 4-0 in that one. That one's getting a little crazy, and who knows what's going to happen in the third? It might get crazier. Yeah, I want to thank everybody in the chat for. I forgot to do this earlier, and I want to do it right now because I'm going to forget. I always like to pay homage to those who take their time to watch the broadcast. It's greatly appreciated. We're glad you're enjoying it, and I know Mike's enjoying it. I'm enjoying doing this. Being here with doing all this stuff. It's good times. Doing stuff.
Someone catch his name first, so he doesn't have the satisfaction of hearing it.
All right, I'm gonna go reverse order this time.
Yes.
So, watching right now, we got Young Kelch, XXXQC Odd Guy, Swizzy, Rubber Slayer, Ranger Gordita, Mike Zero, Mashotpa, Marine Mike, Drug Monkey, my man Drug Monkey RX, who we will see in action tomorrow night, and Beer Nuts 83, the lead hacksaw goalie. Heck of a goalie, Mr. Beer Nuts. So hello everybody, ladies and gentlemen. I apologize again. If you're watching and your name wasn't called, it doesn't update the list all perfectly, But we have 2 series tonight. One's 4-0. It's Mashotpa's Brokeback Mountain leading Josto's intellectual property. That's a 4-0 one. 3-1 Chinese Finger Traps leading Game Misconduct. Game Misconduct taking a very important game 1 there by a score of 1-0. Points are everything to them right now. I mean, both teams really, because, well, Chinese Finger Trap are within a handful of points, if that, of going from 7th to 2nd. So, a big jump for them is a matter of like 5 points, I think it is. 5 points, yeah. Colinelli wants to hang on to that 10th spot or bump up, maybe to overtake the Eagle Fang Puckers for that last playoff spot, or for the 9th spot. Again, we'll see all these teams tomorrow night, so we're going to have a lot of jockeying for position then. For Josto and the intellectual property, they sit at 12th right now. With the win, they're 3 points out of 10th place, and that takes into consideration game misconduct's win tonight. So, a bit of a mountain to climb. They don't really have too many games in hand, really. They're playing their 30, 31, 32, 33 games tonight. So, they want to make the playoffs. They're going to have to turn it around at some point. They've been playing great. Give them kudos, give them credit, because they were out of it for a while, but a couple of latest wins against some tough teams got them into this position where they're within reach. So, looks like Brokeback Mountain passing the puck here and shoots. He scores. We got 5-0. That is, who is that? Mash. Bangers and Mash. The captain. Captain looking to go for 150 points this season. That's a hat trick for Mr. Mashotpa, looks like. 5 points the first game. He's got a hat trick in this one, plus whatever assists. This one's kind of getting out of hand. The other series, third period, 10 minutes left. 10 and a half left. Chinese Finger Traps up 3-1. Like I said, a little bit more scoring here. The first game ended with the game misconduct winning 1-0 on a very late goal in the third. Captain Colinelli putting himself together a good-looking squad here.
So, when's the next? By the way, Johnny, when is the next? Do we discuss when the next giveaway is?
No, but I'm gonna go ahead and say we're gonna do it next Wednesday night. We are gonna have, and I'm gonna tweak this a little bit. I want to get the opinion of the people in the chat right now and in our Discord. We're gonna have 3 winners. It's going to be, I'm thinking, Xbox gift cards. Or would people prefer other gaming-based gift cards? Like, we have PlayStation players, we have Steam players, so that's kind of, it's going to be 3 cards. So
the Xbox currency would work out great because you could actually just gift them over Xbox Live.
Right, I would just send a message on Discord and it'd be all good. What my question to the community is, do we want to do 3 Xbox ones or leave it up to the community, 3 gaming-based cards? Let's say if it's $20. Let's say it's
decide what he wants.
What's that?
I just say just let the winner decide what he wants.
Okay. So we're gonna do 3. I'm thinking like $20 gift cards. I think would be pretty good. Of the players choosing, whether it's an Xbox, PS, eShop, Nintendo card, whatever it's called, or Steam, or I don't know what else is out there. But so that's what looking to do next Wednesday night, a week from tomorrow. So be ready. I'll give you guys a chance to build up your Blaze Bucks, because it's going to be the same format. You buy tickets, X amount per ticket, max amount of tickets purchased. So yeah, next Wednesday night, that should be what? March 3rd, the other M month. I'll announce this again tomorrow night, because we don't have our peak viewers tonight. Usually Wednesday nights is our big nights, so I'll announce it there. I'll announce it in the chat in Discord as I smooth out the details. But yeah, 3 winners next time. Okay, so looking forward. I'm really excited for that. It seems like the community really likes it. Gets people involved. Everybody gets excited, and when everybody's excited, I'm excited, and we're having a good time. So. And I know I'm rambling because Chinese Finger Traps scored another goal. 4-1. And they're going to go on the power play. So it looks like Captain Hergsy and company are going to take this one, evening the series up at a game apiece. And I might be safe to say the Mashotpa and Co. are going to win their game too, going up 2-0. How about a quick little? Poll? Is Joe Stowe intellectual property going to break the shutout? Sorry, let me type this up.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for the next merch giveaway.
Okay.
I need my In the Crease shirt.
Hope that they scored now. Yeah, those are great. I was looking through the store. There's a lot of good stuff there. There's a lot of cool things.
Yeah, we need to come up with a new shirt.
I agree.
Like a limited edition shirt.
Sorry, my 6-0. That is Mashapa. Goal number 4 tonight. Yeah, I gotta cop me some 239 merch. There's a lot of good looking stuff. I actually might rock a Kelch shirt. I think it's a good looking shirt. Maybe an ability one.
You know what? If Kelch were to have made a jersey from the season that we won championship, I would actually buy it.
I think it'd be kind of cool. Yeah, I understand it's whenever I know that it was brought up to have like a team shirt for every championship won. I think the concern was brought up that though, like, would people really grab those? And would it be worth it? So I don't know. I think it'd be kind of cool.
I mean, I would buy a shirt that I won a season in.
Problem is, when I played, I never won. I won one time in the Moose, season 23 ages ago. That was about it. And I was like a bench player too. I wasn't even one of the starters. But that was a good time. So we got a little bet going on here. Is Joe Stowe and company, intellectual property, going to break the shutout? They're going to get a goal. They're going to get on the board here with 4.5 left. It's 6-0. We all, could probably assume that Mashapa is going to win this game too. But they're going to maintain that shutout, or is Joe Stowe going to say, no, you ain't shutting us out? And again, I always, I try to speak good about everybody as much as I can. They have been Joe Stowe's been doing great against some really tough teams. So, but this might just be a bit of a matchup here. I mean, like I said before, this line is just this forward line is just scary for Mashapa's team. This is just a well put together team. On the other side of the coin, end of the game here looks like Chinese Finger Traps 4-2 win. So they're going to take a game here. They're going to even the series at 1 apiece. And kudos on Colin Alley won that first game. That probably. I mean, it looks like they were fighting back here at the end. Couldn't come back in that second game, but you had that feeling that Chinese Finger Traps weren't going to get swept. It was going to be a 2-1 series either way. I could see Colin Alley winning it. I could see Hergsy winning the series. It's going to be a close one. Someone's going to come home with a 2-1 series, 2 games to 1 win, regardless. 6 seconds or 28 seconds left. It's a 6-0 game. Brokeback Mountain. This one's going to end here shortly, but we need to hold on to see if Joe Stowe and company are going to score a goal. They have the puck. They're dumping it in the back of the net here. Brokeback's going to take it out, and they're going to clear the zone. Some QC dangles and an offside. 18 seconds left for them to score a goal. So that the 33% of you who said yes can get your bet win.
I'm just playing the odds, to be honest. I don't want to try to win some Blaze bucks.
I mean,
I don't see this happening.
Yeah, throw a minimum bet in there and just call it a day. But just
you could just throw like a little 1-250 bet, All
right, so Brokeback's going to win the face-off. They're in the Joe Stowe zone. Oh, it's going the other way though. Hold on, 7 seconds left. Offside. 5.5 left. That might be it. I think the face-off's going to be outside the zone here. Just outside.
I just hit 3 Santa Claus.
Did you get to Santa Claus? Nice, 640 points. Juicy.
Kidnap the Santa Claus, beat him with a stick. I don't know if you know the song from A Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh yeah, I love that movie. All right, I'm gonna honor this bet. I'm gonna grab a bottle of water. I'm like coughing. I got a dry throat. Sing a song for the people, maybe while I'm away. All right. That's it. That's the end of that one. Let me update the score. Let me update the standings here. Let me update the the wins. Mashapa taking game 2, so they'll win this series. Whether or not they will sweep, we'll have yet to see. Sorry, Mike, you turn into stats again. There you go. Sorry, I got a dry throat. I got my bottle of water. My water.
You gonna play some Wu-Tang?
Wu-Tang. I'll probably listen to that tonight. I always listen to Wu-Tang. I'm old school. All right, so congratulations. Congratulations to Hergsy and company winning that game too, keeping it that one game apiece, and then Mashapa and company going up 2-0. You know, really looking to see what's going to happen that third game. Is Joe Stowe going to and his boys going to come through?
And we really should put a bet on who in the series for that one. I mean, we all know who's going the Mashapa series. I mean, there's no questions about that one. But
Yeah,
I mean, this game
of
of contact, Chinese finger traps, is a very good series so far.
Yeah, absolutely, very close. Like I said, the first game was game misconduct, winning 1-0 on a late goal in the third, and then game 2 was 4-2 the other way. So low scoring first game, good amount of scoring the second game. What's this third game going to be? Is it going to be 7-0? Is it going to be another 1-0 game? Is it going to be 2-1? Are we going to have quintuple overtime? Who knows? Mashapa, I mean, I'm interested to see whether or not Joe Stowe, could take that third game. It's possible. They got a decent squad back there. Let's see if they win it. Obviously they're not going to win the series, but maybe they'll spoil their day a little. Maybe they'll win that third game. It's possible. They've played some good teams and they've come out on top. So they're a very capable team. And I apologize, my shirt looks weird. My green screen's acting up. Sorry. Yeah, I got this weird. If anybody played Cyberpunk, my arm here.
I love Cyberpunk.
Look at my arm. Does it look like I had a Ripper Doc do some cool funky surgery on my arm, to give me 20% strength or something?
I should wear. I got my wife a nice Valentine's Day gift. I got her a nice headset.
Cool.
I'm going to have to go grab it real quick. It is.
You know what I did?
It's worth the laugh.
You know what I did see? Speaking of cool stuff for gaming, I did see a cool Cyberpunk gamer chair, but I'm not dropping $350 on a Cyberpunk gamer chair. But it looks cool. It's yellow.
Nah, I like my GT racing.
Get her done, man. Looks like both. Let's take a look at the. Sorry, I'm getting a little carried up, but I'm going to look at the lineups here. Obviously Brokeback's not going to do much changing. Don't reinvent the wheel. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. All right, so no change in the Colonelli or Hergsy series either. I'm kind of interested to see the lineup for. Okay, let's take a look here. Mox at right wing, Superstar at goalie, Colonelli lefty, NJ Ski at center, Slothmania left wing, Disney's Greedy at right D for the game of conduct, and we're just waiting on Joe Stowe's team. Oops. Just waiting on Joe Stowe and company. I want to see what kind of. I know. Drug Monkey's in tonight. Legion's in. Joe Stowe's in. It looks like Hugh Laurie was there for game 1. Oh, look at that. That's nice. That's legit. Look at that headset. Yeah, check that out. Check out this headset. This is legit. Oh man.
There we go.
Wow.
Yay.
Yikes. That's
And
an,
it lights up and everything.
I can wear that to a Hello Kitty convention. No, it's
Yeah, I
good. Look,
got her
it's
get a
cool
little
headset.
kitty
No,
cat, the razor Krakens.
it's a
She
cool.
just fucking loves them to the death. Like she can connect them to her phone and she can adjust like the colors on them, which is really nice because she uses them for work and like she has like I got a bunch of little kitty cat like anime mask faces, like little cat emoji faces.
Right.
So
All right. Hugh Laurie at center. Yeti on left wing. Joey Stopa on right wing. Defensemen are Legion and Drug Monkey. LL Cool Sam and net. Good looking squad there. I mean, just you're just playing the number one team. Come out on top, and best of luck to both teams. I mean, I'd like to see them win, right? I'd like to see them win one. They deserve it. They've played some great teams. They've done some good stuff. Third game of the Colin Hergsey series is underway. It is 0-0, 17 and a half left in the first period. Game threes are underway. It looks like they're starting at around the same time. Close enough. I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. Anybody new that I could say hello to? Looks like Carbon's in here. Sober Enough has joined us. So hello, Sober. I hope you're sober tonight. So tonight we have the 2 series. Tomorrow night we got a full eight school series, and then a Thursday night, I believe. Let me look at the schedule. Thursday is 2 series, unless there's a reschedule putting it 3 or 1. I don't know, but looks like we got 3 series in the works. 2 series, sorry. With these 2 series on the way, Brokeback and Intellectual Property still scoreless. You know, we could do a contest either way with this one. Okay. First goal. Okay, now here we go. How am I going to word this? I can't word it right. It's going to be too confusing. It's not going to work. Let's go with the Finger Traps. First goal, Finger Traps, Game Misconduct Series. Because we got a first goal, Brokeback Mountain. All right, get your bets in. Who's going to score first? Colinelli, Game Misconduct. Chinese Finger Traps, Hergsey's team. Vote for Chinese Finger Traps using code CFT. Vote for Colinelli using GM, as in Game Misconduct. Who's scoring first? And then after that, I think maybe midway through these game threes, might be raffle time. Like I said, just myself and Marine Mike tonight. No sign of Dangles. Dangles was going to come in with us. I wonder if he knows he might not know which channel we're on. Well, he saw that message. All right, let's go there. Maybe he's not able to. It's all good. Big up to him. Big up to our man Dangles. Just had they just had their second child. So congratulations and all the best to you guys. Here from the ITC crew. I do miss Spooky Friday or Freaky Fridays. Me and Dangles used to play Phasmophobia. That's a crazy little game, spooky game we have on Steam. That's a freaky game if you have a chance to play it. Speaking of freaky, Chinese Finger Traps going on the power play after a tripping call. So they're going to have a chance in the Game Misconduct zone now to potentially go up 1-0. This is a team that you don't want to be giving up power plays to. Still nothing. 1-0 in the Brokeback Mountain series. They're up 1-0 so far, about halfway into the first. Make it 2-0. 2-0. Brokeback Mountain. Chinese Finger Traps currently 9th place in power play percentage, with a 23.1% power play percentage.
I'm there for that. I don't know how my guy just not put his glove out.
As far as penalty killing, game misconduct sitting at 6th place. They got 80.7% penalty killing percentage, and it looks like we got another goal for Mashapa and company. They are now putting just throwing in the goals now. It's now 3-0. That's Lupus assisted by Thamps and Monster. So Thamps having himself a great game, either on the assisting end or the goal scoring end. We got a penalty coming up to Josto's team, and Mashapa, Brokeback Mountain, going to go on the power play. So, definitely not a team you want going on the power play against. But sometimes you got to do what you got to do. Sometimes you got to take that penalty to prevent the breakaway. But, power play against a team like this are very dangerous. All right, first period looks like it's come to a close. We have a scoreless first in the Chinese Finger Traps game misconduct series. I want to thank everybody for watching. Tomorrow night, like I said, we got 8 series going on tomorrow, 2 on Thursday. But, again, all this barring any game reschedules or whatever as is happening, as happens. Next week we have our second giveaway on ITC. It'll be going on Wednesday night of next week. That's March 3rd. So be on the lookout for that. I'll post more info in our Discord as the days go on, as we know more. Let's go, Bean. What's up? Death to all in the chat. And there's a goal, number 4. 4 goals. So Brokeback Mountain keeping up that rhythm. Getting them stats. So it is what it is. You're never really out of it. But certainly, it's 5-0 now. So they're just 5-0 here in the first. What can I say? It is what it is. If you're intellectual property, just you look forward to the next game, move on, and just look forward to the next series, which for them and everybody will be tomorrow night. Intellectual and intellectual property are gonna take on another difficult opponent tomorrow night. Pale Poner, Croydon Knights, 239 Globetrotters. So it continues to be a tough schedule for them, but we've seen them in the past. We've seen that they can beat the good teams. They got a solid squad behind them, so it can be done. Brokeback Mountain just scoring another goal. Looks like we got a pause. Looks like we got a timeout. Josto timeout. So all the bets are.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news. I doubt that time I was going to change the outcome of this game.
If anything, maybe emotions are high, and maybe everybody's. It's probably a quiet party. Everybody's just like, here we go. Probably not enjoying what's going on. It is what it is. We've all been there. It's one of the things. Just move, like I said, move on from tonight and look forward to tomorrow's series to rebound.
I can't be upset. I know if I was in their position, I'll be kind of like, okay, can we just get this series done and over with?
Lord knows I've been in there, that spot 1,000 times.
We've all been there
1,000 times. So it's never any fun, but just stick it out. 7 to nothing now for Brokeback Mountain. They're just pouring it on here. Who was that? Was that Mashapa? Let's take a look here. That was Thamps with his second in the game, assisted by Lupus. So this three-headed monster known as the forward line of Brokeback Mountain, just continuing to add some more points to their repertoire. Mike cracking open a beer.
I don't know what you're talking about, sir.
Pop. Yeah, intellectual property will take on.
No, it's not a beer, sir. It's a Coke Zero cherry vanilla, cherry flavor.
Delicious. I got my bottled water, so I'm good.
I get to have my one soda a day.
Soda. Tomorrow night, intellectual property will look to rebound and take on the Globetrotters. Like I said, not going to be an easy game. Another tough matchup, but definitely doable. They've beaten some good teams, and tomorrow night should be no different. But it won't be easy. Globetrotters are another hot team, one of the top teams too.
What are the other matchups?
What's that?
What are the other matchups?
Yeah, let's look at it tomorrow. Tomorrow, the 8th series, we have Now We Go. That's SBDR. That's SBDR and company. Going to take on the Coxville Blockers, Caberlet and Co. Intellectual property. Wait, no, that's tonight. I'm derp. Sorry. Imagination Station. Oh my gosh. Imagination Station. I believe they're the last place team, taking on D-Mart and NDA. We got Chinese Finger Trap scoring. I'll update that in a second. Rotating Pizza Oven. That's Pogs. Will take on the Benchwarmers, Flaming Dragon and company. So that'll be a good one too. Very evenly matched teams there. As I mentioned earlier, 239 Globetrotters versus Intellectual Property. Joe Stowe looking to rebound after tonight and to get some points against the Globetrotters. But the Globetrotters not going to back down. That's going to be a close one. Backdoor Bandits, another solid team, taking on the Eagle Fang Puckers, who are 9th or 10th, kind of sitting down there with Gabe's Conduct, looking to jockey for position there. Brokeback Mountaineers taking on Now We Go. That's SBDR's company. SBDR 89 points after 30 games, so another top league scorer there, going against the league scoring leader in Mashapa. So just that's a good series there. Mighty Ducks versus Buffalo Hockey Team. Mighty Ducks not out of it yet. Looking at so that'll be you. You'll be in that one. You should be a big part of that one. Chinese Finger Traps versus Doors Backpack. Possibly the game, potentially the game of the night.
That's going to be a good series to watch.
Yeah, that's going to be a good one there. Doors Backpack, one of the hottest teams. Chinese Finger Traps, one of the better mid-tier teams, taking on, the number 2 ranked team. Going to be a good one. And then finally, Game Misconduct versus Coxville Blockers. So Game Misconduct, they'll play for a chance to get some more points there. Coxville can put up a fight. But for the most part, they're mathematically not out of it, but it's going to be tough. Definitely if your Game Misconduct, it's a series you want to win if you want to maintain your playoff spot, because you're battling with a bunch of teams there above you and below you. So 8 solid matchups tomorrow night. Like that Finger Trap Doors Backpack probably going to be the series of the night. I think, in my opinion, that'll be a tough one. Very, very good one. I'm also intrigued with, I'm also kind of intrigued with the Joe Stowe Intellectual Property Globetrotter series. They've had some success coming into tonight, beat some good teams. Obviously, you're seeing what's happening tonight is definitely not in their favor. So tomorrow night's very important for them. Unfortunately, they don't have a very favorable matchup. They're going to play a very tough 239 Globetrotters team. Likely, we're going to see Pale Poner in tomorrow. Croydon played the last Globetrotters game, so I think we'll be seeing Pale tomorrow. I could be wrong, though. So going to be tough, and regardless of who they field, it's going to be a tough one. As we see Thamps getting yet another goal.
Now the question is are we going to see another like late start on the Buffalo team? I mean,
hopefully,
they've been having to get waivers ever since the whole entire. I mean, even before the trade, they've been needing to get almost 2 waivers a game. I mean, is this going to be a complete repeat, or are you going to start seeing the team not showing up at all?
I mean, I have faith in young Buffalo as a captain. He's a good dude, and I trust that he'll probably try to get stuff figured up, early on, and well before the series. I would hope that it was just a one-off thing. He just recently traded a bunch of guys, and guys weren't showing. I mean, it happens. Hopefully, this gets ironed out a little bit tomorrow. Kudos to him. As we got a 9, so it's a 9-0 lead for Brokeback. I'm guessing that's going to be it, but let's switch it. Let's keep it on here. We got third period. We're going to switch it. We're going to keep it on here because this is very interesting, very close game. 1-0 Chinese finger trap. Why is that not updated? Because blah 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 blah. That's why. Because I had to switch over to the 2-game scenes from the 3-game because I didn't realize there was a reschedule. So these numbers are completely different. All BIEs aside, here we go. We're back in business. This one's going to be... we got a break. We got a great save. So game misconduct having a chance there to come back and tie it up, but it is a great save. Yeah, Beer Nuts doing his thing. Is that... And then that's second intermission for the Brokeback Mountain game. You can see there on the middle right of your screen there. Like I said, we're going to keep it here for at least the duration of this game, just because it's closer. We understand, barring Mashapon Company making doo-doo in the bed, they should hold on for the sweep. I think I'm looking at my watch, and I think it's time for... Let's have a multi-winner raffle. Up to 3 pairs will split the prize for 900 Blaze Bucks. So it's either 2 or 3. It's usually random. So 2 of you might get 450 each. 3 of you might get 300 each. Who knows? Type join to join the raffle. Get in on them and join Blaze Bucks. As we see 8 minutes and change left in the third period, the concluding period of this game, 1-1. Tune in tomorrow night. Mike, I'm not sure. Are you going to be in here? You're playing the series tomorrow night, as far as you know, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll be in and out.
Yeah, no worries. Hollywood will be here. Myself and Hollywood will be here. Dangles might be here. We don't know. He's probably going to be playing too, so it'll probably be me and Hollywood tomorrow night. So good times. Looking forward to seeing Hollywood come back for tomorrow. We hope he's doing all good. He's doing his thing in the hockey. Hopefully he's watching, watching this great action, because we got a great series here. This one turned out to be a very good series. This Chinese finger traps game misconduct series.
You know what? You should put it up on the bet. Who would take the series win?
Yeah, that's a good one. Let's do just a simple one. So it's going to be a quickie. It's going to be like a 4-minute bet because we only have like a couple minutes left in the game. All right, who's taking this series? 1-0 finger traps, but hey, anything can happen. Game misconduct can score 3 goals right now, or Chinese finger traps can score a couple goals, make it 3-0, and that's it. This one's very close. So let's. We got 3 minutes 45 seconds left in the bet. Who's taking this game? This series, the game and series, pretty much. Vote for Chinese finger traps by going code CFT, or game misconduct by going GM. Oh, great poke there by the defenseman on the Chinese finger traps, keeping the puck out of the play there. They're circling around. Finger traps kind of playing with it in their zone. Game Misconduct's been a tough team to score on tonight for sure. This is looking like that other game. Game 1 was a 1-0 win by Game Misconduct. Game number 2 was 4-2 for Chinese Finger Traps. Here we are, 1-0 Chinese Finger Traps. Excellent series. Very close, all throughout. QC Dangles has just missed the QC Dangle there. So we got to pass up front. We got Game Misconduct in the zone now. He's going to go to the point. He's going to circle around for a bit, take a shot. It is blocked. And now the Chinese Finger Traps with 49 seconds left have the puck in their possession. Going to try to chew up some of this time here. Oh, big giveaway. Oh, thwarted though. Dumps it into the Game Misconduct zone. Good looking forecheck. All right, Game Misconduct looking to get something here. Nice pass. Puck in the zone, stolen by Chinese Finger Traps. 23 seconds left. I'm leaving the bet run because you know what? It's still close. I mean, one shot the other way changes everything. Goalie, look at he plays the puck. He catching him off guard a little bit. Oh, great passing to get into the zone. Great blocks. So Chinese Finger Traps keeping it out of the zone, but we got a power play with 4 seconds left. This is still anything can happen here. Keeping an eye on the other game. Looks like it's still 9-0. No new goals on either side. Depending on when this one ends, we can maybe run a quick poll for that game. We just got a goal in the Brokeback Mountain game, 10-0. It looks like Mashapa getting the top corner snipe there. That's where Granny keeps the cookies, right? Top corner, top shelf. So net is pulled. We have a 6-on-4 power play. Oh, and that is a close one, folks. So Chinese Finger Traps, a very close game.
Very solid series between the both teams.
Very
congrats to Hergy with a series win.
Yeah, very good looking win there. Congratulations there. Sorry, I'm just updating things. Apparently, I can't type and talk at the same time. I'm just like I can't operate OBS and talk at the same time. Apparently, I have to update things. Hey, we should have a bet. We should, who's going to win the Mashapa Josto Game 3? No, just
I will take intellectual property for 500.
It's unfortunate. You can't really fault any. You can't fault intellectual property. They handed up. They did score the first goal of the series tonight. They ended up getting the first goal, and it was like, wow, okay, right, here we go. They're going to do it again. They played some great teams. They beat some great teams. They're going to do it here, and then just Brokeback came out and did what Brokeback does, and that's score goals. You can't fault Joe Stone Company for that.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they've so far only one goal has been let in.
Only one goal, to my knowledge, has been let in. Yeah, so B. Cripps is playing solid tonight. We can look at his saves tonight after this series is over. I'm going to update this. Go ahead and update this and just say 3 wins. But, with Joe Stone Company, you're not out of it by any means, mathematically or otherwise, as far as the playoffs go. Yeah, right now you're sitting at 12th. But you're still, you could still catch that 10th spot. They're still in it. Need a couple of wins, starting with tomorrow night against a tough team, and then really streaking for those last 2 weeks. You're going to really have to pull out all stops. So it's very possible for them. They still have a chance. They got a great team. Drug Monkey's an excellent defenseman. Drug Monkey's an excellent defenseman. You having a giggle, mate? 12-0 here. Just a rough finish. It's an unfortunate series for intellectual property. Congratulations to Mashapa on Brokeback Mountain on a sweep. They will maintain that first place. We're gonna have one last raffle for the night. Let's have a single player raffle. One last raffle for the night, because I don't know if there's gonna be much of an app post game after this. It's gonna end, and we're gonna talk for a bit, and then we're gonna call it a night. Oh, here we go. We got a fight. Who is this? Is that? Yeah, why not? 11, 12, nothing. We got brouhahas everywhere. Everybody's getting involved. Everybody's getting it. Love it. Love a good bench clearing brawl. Everybody should just fight. Everybody, drop the gloves. There we go. Oh, there's Yambag circling around there. Yambag ready to start shit with. Is that Hugh Laurie? Yambag's looking for somebody. He wants to fight. Oh man. So what happened here? Shot. Mashapa takes a shot after the whistle, and no, he's dude's not having it. So, will we see any more brouhaha? Any more fisticuffs? I don't know. Come on, drop the gloves. All right, 0.2 seconds left. Gonna be the longest 2 seconds in our history. So we're gonna keep it here for a second. I want to see the stats. I guess for Brokeback, particularly B Crips. Let's see how many shots he faced.
I'm definitely
six shots on goal.
In how many shots?
6 shots. So
6 shots.
A result of solid defensive play. I mean, if you're the goalie, you got 6 shots in you. Hey, as long as you're stopping those 6 shots, right, and not letting 4 of those in, right. So regardless of who you play for, who you're playing against, you got a solid defense. I mean,
that's what I was kind of talking about earlier. If he's only facing 6 shots per game, I mean, does that really qualify him for a Vezina?
That's really what's up for debate.
I mean, that was the whole entire case in point with Brick not winning his. He was only facing 6-7 shots a game.
Right. Yeah, that's a lot of the a lot of the concern was last season for Brick. He was very vocal about that, as we all know. Wasn't feeling that. Position goalie. Let's look at the. I mean, hard to say because B Crips does have the second most shots faced in the league. So yeah, you're gonna get these games like tonight where you're game 3, you're only getting the 6 shots on that. So I don't know. With an 8-week season, I mean, there's quite a sample size there to go through. You have tonight where you only had 6 shots, but you might have tomorrow night where you get 30 shots a game. Let's take a look at some of these stats here. It'd be interesting to look at. Time and attack. Time and attack. It wasn't. I mean, it's 8.5 minutes to 5 1/4 for Brokeback Mountain. But that first period, look at that, 7 goals in the first. These are the penalties here. No, that's both. Mashapa, Thamps, Lupus with a goal, then Monster, then Mash. It's just a spread. Just spreading the love around between those 3, and a lot of the assists on the back ends there too. Mashapa looks like he had 4 goals tonight. He had 5 goals. 5 goals and what looks like 3 assists, if I'm not mistaken. 3 goals, 6 assists for Thamps. 5 goals, 3 assists for Mashapa. Yambag with an assist. Mr. Monster, goal, 3 assists. Lupus, 3 goals, 4 assists. So, just an offensive showing. 6 saves for B Crips there, preserving the shutout. That's 2 shutouts. No, yeah, 2 shutouts for him tonight. B Crips will now be the sole possession of first place in shutouts. He'll have 6 after tonight. Congratulations, Young Kelch, winning the final raffle for tonight. There goes Mike. I made him into the 239 page again. Big, interesting night tonight. Like I said, kudos to Mashapa, Brokeback Mountain on the sweep. 6 very important points. Unfortunately, Joe still an intellectual property couldn't do it tonight. But they do have a chance to rebound. When you lose like that, it's great. It's great to have the series the next night that you can recoup from that and try again. And this is 239 Globetrotters are a great team. Not going to get easier for them, but that's a team they can beat. We've seen we've seen intellectual property beat some really good teams. Dora's Backpack being the prime example. They're a great team, and they managed to beat them. So, and then on the other end, Chinese Finger Traps taking that series 2-1, a very close series. It could have gone 2-1 either way. That could have very well been called an Ollie series.
No, that was a very good series. And again, congrats to both teams for playing just tremendously tonight. Chinese Finger Traps was just a better team.
Yeah, and like I said, it was 1-0 for the first game, and then 1-0 for the third game, and just close. I mean, I enjoy. I'm a sucker for close series like that too. Obviously, keep it close. It keeps things interesting. Sorry, I'm just doing something. Sorry, I'm doing more back end stuff. Just every time I go quiet, either A, I'm playing Among Us and I'm being sus, or B, I'm doing things, switching things around here in the back end. Again, tomorrow night we got a big 8 series night. Everybody will be participating. There goes Mike again. I made your camera turn off by accident. And then Thursday we got 2 series. And then, so looking to do a giveaway next Wednesday. It'll be March 3rd. Be on the lookout for that. I'll have more information in the Discord for 239Hockey. If nothing else, I'm not going to ramble on anymore. I tend to do that enough as it is because I just, I ramble. It is what it is. I like to talk. I like to talk to you wonderful people.
Nope, I got everything for you, fam. See you all guys tomorrow. Same bat channel. 8 series going on. Let's get it.
Yep, Mike should be involved in that Jelly Mighty Ducks game too. So should be me and Hollywood in the booth tomorrow night with Mike popping in between series. Other than that, from Marine Mike, K, Chris Chelios jersey, myself and my Callaway shirt. Have a great night, and see you tomorrow.